It's Leykis 101, the ongoing on-air adult education course that teaches men how to get more tail for less money. Just as importantly, we teach women how men think. I am your professor. This is my classroom. Class is in session. This is where we teach the tenets of Leykis 101. It's a correspondence course of sorts, an electronic classroom. So many of you write in with your comments or questions for your professor. Let's take a look at some of these. Jason writes in and says, Dear Dad, on Saturday this chick called me and wanted me to come up to the bar. But I lied and said I was busy. But to tell the truth, I just got done watching basketball with my friends and did not want to go out. So did I do the right thing by not going to the bar? Yes. If she called you on Saturday and said, come meet me at the bar, that means the guy she really wanted to see flaked on her. He probably got a better offer. And you were sloppy seconds. On top of that, you didn't even want to go out. You did the exact right thing. In fact, you shouldn't have answered the goddamn phone on Saturday. Time to answer the phone is when you know for a fact that that person is going to have sex with you. And if you don't know for a fact that they're going to have sex with you, you just don't pick up on the weekend. But not going was a step in the right direction, Jason. No doubt about it. We have another email from a listener named Damaso. Damaso writes in and says, What's up, Tom? I'm Damaso from Montebello, right here in our backyard. He says, I moved here from Mexico a year and a half ago, and since then I've been listening to your show. By the way, he says, I'm 17 years old, and you really are the man. I've got to tell you that I look up to you as an example of how to be. I love your show, and I listen to it every day. I don't have a girl in school, and I have good grades. It's all good. He says, I wanted to ask you if you think that it would be a good idea to go and rent a hooker for my first time, or wait. Well, Damaso, no. I don't believe in giving women money to have sex with them since there are so many women out there who will have sex with you. It's entirely possible that the 17-year-old bitches you go to school with, they're the ones who won't talk to you because they're going out with 23-year-olds right now. What you do, Damaso, is you go out with women who are, 28 to 40 years old. Because those women, frequently divorced, often with injured self-esteem, they will frequently do exactly what you want them to. They will be flattered that you are interested in them. They're going to think it means they've still got it. When in reality, what they've got is a vagina and you need easy access. So my answer to you is no. Do not rent a hooker. What you do is you simply try to chat up the older chicks. That simple. Thank you for the letter there, Damaso. Here's another one here. Look at some of these emails we got here. Robert in Los Angeles writes in and says, I respectfully disagree with you, Professor, on your statement that supermarkets are not a good place to meet hot chicks. He says, no, I'm not giving you an exception to the rule. I'm telling you about something that I see frequently. Depending on the market at which you shop, there are loads of hot available babes. If you go to a low-price market in a mediocre neighborhood, you'll run into low-priced pigs. But if you go into a nice market in a nice area, here in L.A. we have like Gelson's and Bristol Farms and what have you, he says there are plenty of hot babes there. But guess what? Somebody's paying for those upscale groceries. A guy. A guy they're already involved with, pal. The guy who bought them the Mercedes, they're going to be putting their groceries in when they're done shopping. Trust me on this. He says, I have met babes there on several occasions. The hot babes do go shopping, even when they're being supported by a rich guy. Yeah, but again, the fact that you may see hot babes does not mean you can get them. He says, again, the key here is location, location, location. He also says, I have a question for you regarding the $40 rule. I've heard you say many times that you shouldn't spend more than $40 on a babe until after you've gotten laid. Hey, it costs more to go to a movie and park in places like Los Angeles and San Francisco. Well, you shouldn't be going to movies on a first, second, or third date. The time to go to a movie is when you've gotten to the point in a relationship where, A, you know you're going to get laid at the end of the evening. B, You know, you don't want to spend any time talking to the other person. You don't go to a movie early on when you're trying to read someone, when you're trying to get alcohol into their system, when you're trying to get them between the sheets. You do not go to a movie. You have some drinks, you share a bottle of wine, you have dinner, and so on. He says, does that $40 rule apply to all cities, the less expensive places or the more expensive places like L.A. and San Francisco? Yes. He says, related to that question is another query. What if there's a concert, game, etc. that I really want to see, and I want the company of a babe that hasn't put out yet? Again, take your friends who will appreciate that game. Do not take chicks to events where you're spending a lot of money on tickets. It's outrageous. Outrageous. Says, if I take her because I want someone to join me, does that lessen the chance of me having sex with her? Yes. Because you're spending too much money on her too early in the relationship? Or is it a bad idea because some guys equate spending money like that with increasing their chances of getting laid? Yes, yes, and yes. Don't do it. It's Robert in Los Angeles. Yes, it's Leykis 101. Here I am, your professor at your service. Obviously, we don't believe in spending more than $40 on a date. 0 is optimum. 3 strikes, you're out. Don't date single mothers. Proud to be jerks and a-holes. That's what we Leykis 101 students are. If you're looking to avoid serious relationships, avoid commitment, avoid marriage, avoid wasting time and money, listening to chicks, blah, 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 eat your food, drink your alcohol, and then never put out, I'm the man you need to talk to.
Tom. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-TOM.
Your advice is helping, and I want to tell all the listeners out there, listen, guys, this is the man right here. You follow Leykis rules, you won't have a problem getting you-know-what in the sack. All you have to do is pay attention to Father, and it will happen.
It's Leykis 101 on the Tom Leykis.
Your professor, 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Alan, you're on Leykis 101 with the professor. Hello.
Hello, Professor.
Yes.
I'm in trouble, man. I need your help. I need you to slap some sense into me.
All right.
All right. So, there's this girl that I'm interested in. First thing is we met in rehab.
Strike 1.
Yeah. She's a single mom. Got
Strike 2.
Of course. And I switched to a lower-paying job with her so that I could, kind of get in closer.
Strike 3. You're out! How much more do you need?
What do I need to do, Tom?
Get out!
Get out, but she's smoking hot, man.
I don't care. She's an addict. She can easily drag you back in where you came from. She's got children, and the next time the condom leaks or breaks, tag, you're it.
Can't even hit it and quit it, man?
No, you cannot hit and quit a single mom. One false move, and you will be the next one up to pay.
So there's nothing I can do?
No. Out.
Nothing?
No.
I don't know. I know I listen to Leykis 101 every week, and I know what you're telling me, but I just can't go through with it.
Well, then you're going to pay down the line. I don't want to hear the complaints later. Don't you call me one of those Hail Mary calls later on. I want to hear it.
Oh, I know, Tom.
That's exactly who this happens to.
I'll try, man.
Not only that, no, you won't. By the way, you're in Seattle. I guarantee you're not using condoms all the time, if at all.
I haven't fingered yet.
You what?
I haven't done it yet.
You shouldn't be doing her. You shouldn't be quitting good jobs. Didn't I tell you women are dream killers? And look at this. You're making it so easy for her to kill your dream.
It's not too late, though. I haven't sealed the deal yet.
So get out.
The walk?
Get out.
What about the job? Should I quit that, too? Just
get a better job.
All the way out?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you want to do for a living for real?
Not what I'm doing right now.
Now, but what do you want? Don't you have a dream?
Yeah.
What is it?
I got to be owning my own business, making computer things. Yeah.
Making computer things.
It's not. It's hard to explain, but yeah.
I'm sure it's not that hard to explain. I'm not stupid. Tell me what it is you want to make. I mean, if you're going to be professional owning a business, how are you going to sell this product to anybody if you can't explain it?
Because I haven't made it yet, but that's...
So you haven't invented anything yet?
Right.
So you have to invent this product first, which has not been invented?
Right.
Yeah.
But...
And do you even have the education to do such a thing?
Not yet.
So you've got no education.
I've got...
You're 24. You still are not in your career. What?
I'm 3.5 years through college.
Are you going now?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm in the middle of rehab right now.
You're still in rehab?
Yeah.
Why'd you let that happen?
I was being stupid and I got caught.
Oh, so in other words, you were thrown into rehab by the judge?
Yeah.
Right.
But it's working out pretty good, though.
How so?
Because I'm back on track. I'm going to go back and finish school.
When?
As soon as I dump this job, get a real job so I got some money to go.
You see that? You even delayed graduating college just to chase some trim.
See, this is why I needed to call you, Tom. You're just showing me where I've gone wrong.
This is why you can't be with someone like that. You are not going to have a serious relationship with anybody until you own your business and it is doing well.
You're right.
Not a moment before. Because the woman you're with is a loser.
Well, I'm not with her yet. I'm
the woman you want to be. The woman you're working on getting in her pants. Think about it. A mother of two who's in rehab.
You're right, Tom.
What kind of irresponsible person is that?
Well, I don't know.
Where were her children when she was in rehab?
She has custody.
Where were they? At the rehab facility?
No, her mom was watching them, I think.
Isn't that nice? And what is it, heroin she's on? What was she on?
Bunch of stuff.
Heroin?
She was a mess. No, not heroin.
What?
Mostly meth.
Meth. That's great. She's a mom, and she's on crystal meth. And this is who you want to get with.
I knew it was a bad idea. That's why I had to call you, Tom.
By the way, how many fathers did these two children have?
I think it was just one.
Was she married to him?
No.
No. Seattle, of course. She's Caucasian. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how long has she been tweaking?
Quite a while.
Before she had kids? Probably while she was pregnant?
I don't know about that.
You don't even know?
No.
You ever ask yourself any of these questions?
I do, but then I just take another look and...
Pal, you have to think. You have to think. You're only 24. Don't throw your freaking life out the window, you moron.
See, that's why I knew I had to call you, Tom.
Where's your father?
He's around.
Where?
I'm actually living with him right now.
Does he know what you're doing?
No.
Why don't you tell him?
I just don't talk about that kind of thing with him.
Yeah, because you know what he'd do. He'd do what I'm doing.
He doesn't really care that much.
Oh, well, then why don't you tell him?
What?
Then tell him.
They hasn't gone anywhere yet.
Pal, tell him what you're trying to do. Dad, I'm trying to get in the pants of a single mother, 25 years old with 2 kids, who's a crystal meth addict. What do you think?
He'd rip me a new one.
You're damn straight he would, and he should.
That's what you're doing, though, for me, Tom.
But my point is, Alan, if you can't tell your own dad about it, there's something wrong with him.
Yeah.
You're an adult. Your dad expects you to be sexually active. That's not a secret, is it?
No.
So the reason you're not telling him is not because you don't want him to think you're having sex. It's because you know damn well that the person you want to have sex with is the wrong person. and that it's screwing up your life.
Yeah, it sent me back a little ways already.
Well, I can't always be there with you, but your dad lives with you. It's time you develop a relationship with him and start talking these things over with him. And if he's going to kick your ass, that's what you need.
You're right.
I suggest this weekend you spend a little time with your dad. You ever go out and have a beer with him?
I can't right now because of my treatment. I'm still in it.
He can.
Yeah.
Right. You'll go out and have a Pellegrino or a cup of coffee. All right?
Yeah.
You're going to take him out somewhere. And you're going to tell him this. You tell him you talked to me. You're going to tell him what I said. And you're going to ask him what he thinks so he can kick your ass. And then keep an eye on you. Because you can't be trusted.
You're setting me straight, Tom. I know what to do now.
So do it.
I'm gone.
All right. Good luck.
Hey, can you take me out with the bong hit?
Here you go, Alan. Aaron, you're on Leykis 101. I am your professor. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm trying to find out. My friend claims that I'm an attention whore, and I'm trying to find out what that definition is.
Do you know what a crack whore is?
Yes.
Okay. Attention whores are like crack whores. They need attention like a crack whore needs crack, and will do anything to get it.
Okay. So what if I don't feel that I'm that way?
Well, most attention whores don't. Most attention whores just find that to be a natural state.
But okay. I just am trying to figure out what the actual definition is.
I just told you.
Okay. So if I don't need attention...
An attention whore is someone who will do absolutely anything to draw all the attention in the room to herself.
Okay. And so if I don't do that, that doesn't make me an attention whore.
Well, why do you disagree? Why is this person calling you an attention whore?
Well, he says that I dress for attention. He says...
Do you?
No, I don't.
Well, he thinks you do. Maybe you can't be objective.
Okay.
Do you wear overly sexy clothing when you're going out?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, guess what? This is a boyfriend? Is this somebody you're dating?
No, it's just a friend.
Just a friend.
It's just a friend that we are having a debate about whether or not I am or not.
Uh-huh.
Because, like, when I just go out to go to, like, the grocery store, it's sweats and a T-shirt.
Uh-huh.
But when I'm going out for, like, a night on the town, yeah, then I might dress differently. But I'm trying to kind of figure out what his definition is so that I can see where he's coming from.
Well, why don't you ask him?
Okay. Yeah, hold on. Okay, why? Why? Why do you think I'm an attention whore? Okay, tell me. He says I do things intentionally just to get more attention. I don't feel that I do.
All right, ask him for an example.
Okay, give me an example. Okay, so I put on a G-string under my low-cut jeans when I was going out.
Well, that's certainly an attention whore.
Okay. Well, see, now I don't see it that way. I see it as just, feeling comfortable with my body.
No, dear. No, dear. You can feel comfortable with your body without wearing lingerie on the outside.
Well, okay.
If you're wearing lingerie on the outside, it's to get people to stare at you.
Okay, but what if it's only, like, lingerie that you see, like, because nowadays low-cut jeans, you can't help it. They're everywhere.
There. You don't have to do that. If you do, you are trying to get an abnormal amount of attention.
Okay. All right.
You know, dear, if you're just doing it to feel good about yourself, Dean's making a good point, one I've made many times. Why don't you just do it at home? Feel good about yourself in front of the mirror.
Okay, and I do.
But you don't have to wear them out of the house. And if you wear them out of the house, it's because you want other people to look.
Okay. So, like, if I'm wearing just, like, skimpy clothes around the house, that's fine. And if I have friends come over, if I don't know they're going to stop by, that doesn't make me an attention whore. Because
if you don't know they're going to stop by, yeah, but if you're pretending you don't know people are going to stop by, but you really do know they're going to stop by, then you're an attention whore. See, all these women say, I dress sexy just to make myself feel good. But the thing is, then I say, what do you wear at home? Oh, T-shirt, jeans, sweats. Well, I thought you were wearing this stuff to make you feel good.
Yeah.
You should get up and dress sexy every morning. G-strings and everything.
There you go. And
but you don't. You do it when you go out.
Sometimes, yeah. So
because you want attention.
Okay, so there are times where I could be an attention whore, but that doesn't make me one all the time.
Well, no one is anything all the time.
Okay. All right. I just wanted the clarification.
You know, a murderer is not a murderer all the time. Murderer was a murderer at the moment he killed somebody, but he's probably not killing somebody every day.
Okay.
Still a murderer.
Okay. I got it.
All right, so you're an attention whore.
Okay, at times, yes. I'll agree with that.
But in general, you are, even if you're not doing it right now.
Okay, but what if I don't feel... Okay, but that comes back to that whole... Never mind. I'm not going to argue with you because you're going to say that just because I don't feel it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not feeling it.
It's not a matter of how you feel. It's what you do.
1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Can I tell you a joke?
Okay.
What's the best part about a Hummer?
I don't know.
10 to 15 minutes of silence, buddy.
The Tom Leykis Show.
And I am your professor at 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Mike on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
What up, Mike?
You're Mike. I'm Tom.
Yeah. Hey, Tom, what's going on?
Not much.
Good. Tom, I'm in a situation right now. I don't know what to do.
I'm waiting.
Okay, there's this girl. I've been with her for like 4 years. Now, all of a sudden, she asked me to marry her. So I don't know.
Uh-huh.
And she makes all this money. She makes about 110 G's a year.
How much do you make?
I make about 40.
Uh-huh. And what do you do for a living?
I work for this attorney service place.
So you're a process server?
Right.
Okay. And is that your goal in life, is to be a process server?
Not really.
What is your goal in life?
Well, actually, that's what I want to do. I want to get this place to give me some money so I can open up my own place, my own business.
What kind of business?
I want to open up, a plumbing shop so I could sell all this stuff.
Are you a plumber?
No, my whole family is.
But you are not?
No, I'm not. But
and you know nothing about it?
Well, I do a little, not that much, though.
Well, if you own a business, you have to know everything about it.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about it.
Yeah, but the thing is, if I have money, I could do lots of stuff. I could do stuff.
Why don't you learn about plumbing?
I'm going to. My dad is a plumber.
When are you going to start?
Soon, when I get the money.
Pal, it doesn't take any money. Your whole family knows about plumbing.
Right.
It's time to become an apprentice and learn how to do that.
Yeah, but the thing is, I have to pay my own bills right now. That's what I'm doing.
Well, then you know what? You're going to have to do some other work. Maybe you have to have a second job. That's what you got to do.
Right. True.
But what? You're going to get married before you realize your dream of owning a business?
But the thing is, this bitch is going to give me all the money that I want.
She's not going to give you all the money that you want. What if you get divorced in a year?
Well, that's true.
You know, in Southern California, 2 out of 3 marriages end in divorce.
Right.
What happens if you get divorced? You can't bank on that. You have to have your life together.
Right. True that.
Now, if you want to be a plumber or you want to own a plumbing business, you have to learn the business.
Right.
And by the way, why have you been wasting all this time?
I don't know.
What do you do? You didn't go to college, I take.
I did for a year, but...
was it a real college, or was it one of these... It wasn't like DeVry or ITT or one of those things, was it?
No, it was at PCC.
All right. So that's... you went to the 13th grade is what you did.
Yeah, true.
And then you dropped out.
Yep.
So you're 24, you dropped out at 19, and you've wasted the last 5 years doing absolutely nothing productive. Right. Why?
No idea. It's just stupid.
Well, why don't you get your act together?
I'm trying to, yeah.
No, you're not. You're not. You're talking about marrying somebody and they're going to give you money. That's not getting yourself together.
Right.
Getting yourself together means getting yourself together.
Yeah, but the thing is, whatever I want, she buys it for me. And
it doesn't matter. She may not be with you in a year or 2.
Right. But she said she was going to give me like 50 G's by next year. So
oh, you lazy son of a bitch. I can't believe you.
I know, Tom. Nah, I don't know.
If she's going to give you $50,000, she should give it to you without being married.
Right.
Well, you have to get married? She's going to pay you to get married?
I guess she's she thinks I'm going to leave her if I don't, I don't know.
You need to get your life together. You've wasted 5 years.
Right.
5 of the most important years of your life. Years you could have been learning the plumbing business. Years you could have been going to college.
Right, but the thing is, I had bills. I couldn't just, stop.
Pal, you wouldn't have had all these bills. What are these bills you're talking about?
All these credit card bills that I...
Why do you have credit card bills?
Because I got them and started charging them and using them.
Why did you do that? Because you're stupid.
Right.
You don't have money. When you borrow on a credit card, you have to pay it back.
True.
And you don't have any money.
That's true.
You can't spend what you don't have. What you need to do is you need to become a plumbing apprentice by day and have a job by night. And you don't have time for relationships with chicks. You got work to do.
Right. I don't know, Tom. I don't know what to do. I gotta do...
I told you what to do. You don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I have to start now.
You have to start today.
Yeah. True.
You have to go to your family and you have to say, I need to learn the ropes.
True, good.
And you have to start immediately.
Yeah.
And if you can't do it full time, I guarantee you there are plumbing emergencies on the weekend and your family is on call.
Yeah, they are.
You should be there. The next time somebody's toilet backs up on the weekend, the next time somebody's basement's flooded, that's where you need to be. Not chasing after some skank.
Right.
Right?
You're right, Tom. You're right.
But are you going to do it?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to start today, actually. I'm going to go see my dad today.
Right now?
Yeah, in a little bit when I get off work.
All right. When you get off work, you're going right over there.
Yeah,
and you're going to tell them what your game plan is. Your game plan is you want to own a plumbing business, plumbing supply business, whatever.
Yeah.
Before you can do that, you need to learn the ropes of the business.
Right.
And you want them to teach you.
Right. And I got the money. Yeah, true.
That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. I want to hear any more. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Leykis 101. This is Billy. Hello.
Yeah, how you doing, Tom? The professor, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, help me out with this. What problem do I have that it's so hard for me to get laid? I just can't, I try to follow your rules, but I just can't seem to cut the mustard.
How close do you get?
I'll tell you, this is what it is. I actually even explained this to Dino. I have some girls that actually, when I meet them, and they don't even know me, but, they give me a pissed off or an angry look, It's like some kind of pheromone I'm giving off that these girls, that they sense something about. And I don't know what it is, I've had girls that actually look angry at me, like
What do you do for a living, Billy?
What was that?
What do you do for a living?
I work construction.
All right. Do you make good money at that?
I do about 55, 60 a year.
That's good money. Okay. It's seasonal work. Sometimes you make more money. Sometimes you make less.
Exactly.
But you average about 55, 60,000 a year.
Yeah.
That's good money. So what kinds of conversations do you have with women?
Well, it's when I approach them, it's, how you doing? My name is so-and-so, this and that. I try to meet them at the gym. But like I said, it's this angry...
Well... First of all, when you go up and talk to a woman, you start at a disadvantage.
How so?
Because now you're desperate. They're not.
Okay.
You don't want to be the one starting the conversation. You want to be the one. You want to be the one that women come up to and talk to.
Okay, if I didn't initiate that, Tom, they're not going to approach me.
How do you know that?
Because, Tom, it's never happened. I've never had a woman...
How often have you tried doing it my way?
Okay, well, the professor teach me. What am I supposed to do?
I'll give you an example. Do you ever meet women in clubs or bars or whatever?
I really don't go clubbing. I'm working most of the time, and I really don't like that environment.
What about bars?
Bars or environments... Because, there's too much testosterone in a bar, and I just avoid those kind of places.
Well, testosterone is what women are sniffing. That's what they're looking for. Let's start with that. And you're a construction worker. You should know something about testosterone.
That's what I'm saying. I'm around it all day. That's what I try to avoid when I'm...
Yeah, but guess what? Women are looking for testosterone. chemically speaking, that's where they want to be.
Okay.
All right? What you need to do is you need to go into a bar or a club like you've got other things to do. Like you're waiting to meet a buddy. You go in to a bar where you know there's hot chicks. You go in, you buy yourself a drink, and you hang out at the bar, occasionally talking to the bartender and saying nothing to the women around you. You wear something that shows off that construction worker physique you have. And you just go talk to the bartender. Like you've got better things to do, you got places to go and people to see.
Tom, I've tried that. You know, and when you mentioned that, that's what I've done. I've kind of like leaned away from it, not pay attention to the girl sitting next to me, not paying attention to the girl sitting at the table, and they won't approach me on it. I mean, I'll tell you what. I mean, this is the impression I get. When they look at that, they think, who does this guy think he is? Does he think he's something?
You know what? That's okay.
But that's not going to get me laid.
But ultimately it will. You see, you don't want to have the stink of death on you. You don't want to look like you are desperate to get laid or desperate to have a girl talk to you. Women admire and are attracted to confidence. You need to have the confidence not to talk to chicks. You need to have the confidence not to look desperate. Not to get into those what's your sign conversations with people.
Right. Okay.
The minute you do that, you're in the hole.
Well, when you mentioned confidence, maybe that's what I should be exuding a little bit more.
Absolutely. You must completely exude confidence. You want to know something, Billy? It's not just a game. When I go to a bar by myself, I am perfectly satisfied if all I do is have a good couple of stiff belts and talk to the bartender. I got a couple of favorite bartenders around town. I go in, I talk about the Lakers' lousy season, or I talk about the Dodgers, or I talk about what I did today. I ask the bartender what he's been up to, and if he's got any good tequilas I haven't tried yet. It looks, when I walk into a bar, it looks like I'm perfectly satisfied doing what I'm doing.
Okay, so, Professor, how does that happen? I mean, if it doesn't work out one time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, I mean, how many times...
You just keep at it, because eventually it is going to pay off.
100. 500. 866.
Women talk about wanting to be independent all the time. It's the biggest lie that's ever been told. I mean, come on. Women need men because they need money like a heroin addict needs smack.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.